Welcome to Utopia! Why Utopia? That's the name she chose when I asked. So let me explain the new premise of this video series here. What we're going to do is, I've always said anybody can make money selling on eBay when you're sourcing the Goodwill bins, the outlets. All across this country, by the pound, boom, boom, boom. I'm sure most of you know it. I've always said anybody can make money at this place. Anybody. So this little video series is a test to that, sort of. And let me give you a little backstory. This is going to be items that my wife found over at the outlet, the bins. She's a pharmacist. She's been a pharmacist for 40-something years or whatever. She's always been very, book smart and stuff like that. But the last 4 years or something, she's had a lot of health issues. And just to run down, won't go into it in this video too much, maybe in a future video. The underlying cause, I guess, is RA, rheumatoid arthritis. If you're familiar with that, it can spring up a whole lot of, sorry, I don't know all the terminology. That stuff kind of goes over my head. So when you have the rheumatoid arthritis, it opens the door for a lot of other things. She's had PG, PANG, I can never pronounce it. What it is, it opens holes up in your skin where you can see muscle. I mean, it goes deep. She's had them in her legs. They've opened up about 4 different times in about 2 different locations, 3 different locations. They kind of merge together eventually. It's not pretty. It's an ugly situation. She's lost vision in one eye. And actually, all those things came before she was diagnosed with RA, which is not normal. Normally, they know what's causing the issues. With her, they didn't know what was causing it because RA wasn't showing up. It was a weird situation, and everybody was freaking out why she's going blind, why these holes are opening up, and there's nothing wrong with her. What that did is it opened up a door of doctors here in St. Louis who it would normally take months to get in to see. We're just saying, get down here now, get down here now. Because they were just so intrigued by what was going on and trying to figure it out. So she had a team of 6 or 7 different doctors just trying to figure out what's going on with her body. Then eventually the RA showed up. So everybody's like, aha, that must be what it is. But it's different because usually the RA shows up first, which is weird. And then not too long ago, about a month and a half ago, the Crohn's appeared. Another little spider web off the RA. She's on Humira now, so it's kind of seems like it's controlling it all. And we'll see how that goes. So she's back at work. She's been off for 4 months because she actually broke her femur also when she was walking down the steps, days after she got out of the hospital for the Crohn's issue, so she was back in, broken femur. It was a mess. So she's been off work for about 4 months. She just went back, and she's got a new schedule set up where every other week she's got about 4 days off in a row. So she was throwing around the idea, how to make some more money to, so we can get these medical bills paid down, because we racked up some, because insurance don't cover everything. So we racked up some nice medical bills, and then obviously we have some college bills from the 2 boys, etc., etc. So she was throwing around the idea how to make some extra money on those couple of days that she's off. And she was going to sign up for Uber Eats and Grubhub and all that. And my son's like, you don't even go to get your own food. You send me. And then I'm like, you get lost just going to the bathroom in a restaurant. You're going to drive around. She's not good with directions. So I'm like, tell you what, why don't we try this? Let's go over to the Goodwill outlet. You pick whatever you want. put it in your cart, and we'll keep track of it. We're going to see how much money you can make the business with just what you find. So that's what we did. We went over there for 2 hours. She filled up her cart. She got about a tote full, a little over. I got a couple of totes full. I didn't have a very good day. There wasn't nothing super great that I got. But so we were going to go through and see what she's picked up. So this video is for anybody out there who may be wanting to get into selling on eBay, who maybe don't have experience. Use just what you know. Start there and source extremely cheap. Goodwill bins is a good place to source extremely cheap. Now, Jan's background, obviously, you know, she knows women's clothes a lot deeper than I do. You know, especially, you know, maybe name brands and stuff like that. Plus, she's seen me, what the type of stuff I buy over the past 18 years. So she might, you know, she's got a little bit of knowledge that she's picked up along the way if she paid attention properly. Always got to pay attention. The more you pay attention, the more you'll learn. And so she has that advantage going for her. But if you're, you know, don't be afraid to source at a place like Goodwill Outlet, because we've got like $20 wrapped up in everything that she picked up. $20, that's nothing. When you get, I think there's like 35 items, you know, that's nothing. You get 35 items for $20. It's a good way to start without burying yourself. There are some places out there or some YouTubers who I see, you know, they try to teach people, they charge them to teach them, and then they kind of take advantage of them by selling them product overpriced, way overpriced product. And it kind of upset me because it was to the extent of that if somebody would buy that, he even, you know, stated how little of a profit they would make on it. He said, I'll just put it out there. $500 to buy a lot. He said you're going to make about $200 on it. That's not including your time taking the pictures. There was like 50 items in the box or something like that. To take pictures for 50 items, the time it would take somebody who don't know exactly what they're doing to take those pictures, to list those items, to ship those items. By the time that person, that's what pisses me off. By the time that person, and that's what's motivating me to do these videos, by the time that person was done, they would be in debt. You can't run a business by spending $500, hoping to make $200, before your time, because you're going to go backwards. You're going to fail. Oh, that video, it angered me because it's setting people up to fail. And I don't like that. You're charging to teach these people, and then you're setting them up to fail. I did not like that. So that's inspired my 2 video series I've been doing here. I don't like people taking advantage of somebody trying to learn something. It aggravates me. But we're going to get back on the positive note. Okay, so if you want to see this stuff or you want to buy anything of this stuff, urban-picker.com, I'll have a category titled Utopia, the video series. That's the name she chose. And I said, you got to live up to that, Utopia. I'm like, you sure you don't want to change it? You know, to bottom feeder or something? Like, yeah. So we're going to go through this and we're going to see what she found. Now, I've already got this stuff listed. It's already up there. And I'm going to open it up so I can remember what I listed it for. So let me do that. urban-picker.com. Utopia, the video series. And there we are. 34 items listed. And we're going to start with this. I'm easily amused. And I've been playing with this damn thing. Because like I had one look and it's like the devil looking thing. You can make like abstract art with this pillow. It's like, there we go. So, the Mona Lisa. Of course, that's not much. I think I put it up for $10. Nothing big there. she's seen me grab like Macy Bears before, because some Macy Bears will sell. So she grabbed this. Not too good. 2002 Dillard's Bear. I think I only put that up for like 10 bucks. And not a very good one, but gotta learn. Like I said, only like 20 bucks wrapped up in all this. Got a $10 pillow, $10 bear. That's $20. Dr. Seuss Vintage 1983 plush. This one, so to my surprise, is not really worth anything. I put it up for 10 bucks, I believe, also, or 8 bucks maybe even. I would have gambled that this would have been worth 20 bucks, but it wasn't. So see, even and that's a good thing about this video series, I hope to learn something about this stuff, and I actually did as I was listing it, because there was brands that I normally would not have picked up or thought anything of that she did, and I'm like, hey, we got something here. So the next time I go out and see that brand, I'll think twice. I always grab pennants. I love pennants, especially when they're old vintage, especially when they're aviation. Anything Cessna, private planes, jet planes, Boeing, McDonnell Douglas. There's collectors out there for that stuff. I always grab that stuff. I got this up for $14.99, I believe. So one actually sold for $14.99. So there you go. So there's almost the whole $20 back if that sells for the asking price. And I still got all this stuff to go. Normally I come home with tons of media. I did not yesterday, but she actually came home with one. I guess it's a 9/11 DVD. New. Nothing super special. 10 bucks. These little guys, nothing special. This one don't work, so I put it up for like 5 bucks just to try to move it. If not, it'll go back in the giveaway. Glowworm from like 98, not a vintage one. I think I put this up for 10 bucks also. Nope, $14.99 was the glowworm. She got this from me, or grabbed this because of me. I grab all Build-A-Bear items. Why? They're light. You're not taking much chance on them, and they always sell. Even if you're only going to get $5 or $6 out of the ones not worth much, they'll still eventually sell. And if you only have 40 cents wrapped up in it, no big deal. Plus, there's certain ones out there that can go 60, 70, 80, $100 plus. For the limited ones that are from like St. Louis Zoo, or various other special things. I think there was when I looked this up, it's a hedgehog, and a bunch of Sonic the Hedgehogs came up also. When I saw this, I had never seen it before, so I'm like, ooh, I think that might be something special. It's a hedgehog. It probably didn't sell well, was my original thought, and I was excited when I saw this. When I listed it and looked it up, they've sold anywhere from 40 to 50 bucks. So I put this up for $40. Boom. So if this one item sells, all the $20 spent at the bins that day, you've already doubled your money on one item. That's why I say you can make money at the bin. So if you're wanting to do this, that is the best place to source, not these people trying to sell you stuff. They might sell you stuff that might move quicker, but it's going to send you backwards. This stuff, it may take a little bit longer to move, but you're going to be in the profit. Beautiful, beautiful find right there. This is a lullaby type of... Come on. I know you were working earlier because I was freaking out. Like, what's that noise? I gotta get this on switch. There we go. Whoops. But it's got like water sounds. I think there's like a heartbeat or something in there too. A bunch of different sounds. I thought this was gonna be worth more. I think this was, I put it up for $8 or $10. I thought that was going to be a little bit higher. Of course, if you see anything Nike, you got to pick it up, especially if it's sealed. I pick up everything Nike, but and Jordan related. But these are some volleyball knee pads. New in the pack. Sticker still on it at $25, and that's what they are actually selling for on eBay, is $25. So got that one up for $24.99. This doll I had never seen before. It was the Mushka doll. Got like a plush car and everything for her. She's got all kinds of stuff. There's a whole bunch of different ones, different sizes and everything. We got her in here at $15. She's supposed to be musical, but the batteries are dead. So that's kind of cool. Something new there. I've never seen that. I grab anything sports related, college sports related. So that's the Missouri State Bears. Just a little, nothing special, $5. We got a baby hamster, and it's a boy. It's a boy. Okay. This was another $15 item. So you may be asking yourself, James, you look like a metalhead. How did you know the words to that song? Well, let me tell you a little story. My first cassette I ever bought when I was a kid was the Footloose soundtrack. Why did I buy the Footloose soundtrack? Because I saw the movie and I heard Quiet Riot, a metal song. And then when I got home, that song was not on it. It was on the re-release a few years ago, about 10 years ago when they re-released it, 15 years ago or whatever. But it pained me that that song was not on the original soundtrack. But it was my first cassette, and I listened to it over and over and over again anyway. That's why I know that song. Dagnabbit. All right, what do we got here? Little vintage piece. Anything vintage that has that old looking tag, I grab. What did I put this up for? What do we got here? This is $25. So boom. Always, you see a lot of people who just want to grab stuff. It's all fine and dandy to grab stuff, but make sure you grab some clothes too, because clothes is going to be part of that bread and butter that you need, that will constantly sell. The more diverse clothes you get, the more consistent sales you're going to get. Don't just stick with, all women's or all men's or all t-shirts. Get a variety. Learn different, variety of different things, so you're always going to have some consistent sales. I see people online all the time talking about how their sales are slowing down, but they only list like 8 or 10 items a day. And I'm like, no. Of course you don't have no sales. You've got to be more diverse. You've got to, last month I averaged 110 items a day. I don't expect people to do that exactly until you get into it, but you got to get some diverse inventory up. And clothes is a good way to do that. And clothes sell all year long. This is a brand I would not have normally grabbed. I see it all the time, and I just think, it's probably a cheap brand. I never looked it up. Never messed with it, but it's a woman's, jacket, blazer, petite stretch. And actually, to my surprise, this went up for $20. $20 surprised me. So next time I see that brand, I'm going to think twice. So see, I learned something here today. I learned to open your eyes and open your mind, because the more you learn, the better off you'll be. And that's what James tells you today. You know what I'm saying, G? What's up? All right, now we got another brand I would not have thought to buy. Banana Republic, another blazer women's jacket she found. I also put this up for $25. So the next time I see that brand, I'm going to think twice. And I'm going to say, that might be a little something, something. You know what I'm saying? I'm a hoodie freak. I don't like wearing hoodies. I hate wearing hoodies. I got the hair and then it pushes up on the hood and they're not comfortable for me. But when it comes to selling, I will buy them all day long. So the Arkansas the Razorbacks. This time of year, I put these up for $17.99 to $19.99 because we're going into the winter months. If I get them and we're going into the warmer months, I will drop them down to $15.99. So she knows I grab hoodies, so that's why she grabbed that. And another thing she grabbed that I always grab anything that has embroidered like business on them. I do. It's one of those things that they don't move quick, but when you find that one right buyer, you can get a little bit more out of them because either they used to work there, you know, like this, in this case, this business is no longer, it merged with another business. So this one don't exist anymore. It's a pest control business. So somebody who may have worked there in the past may want to, you know, put it back in their closet because it's memories. I put that up for $20. So anything like that, I always put up for $20, $25, and I usually get it. So it just takes longer. This brand I never heard of before, Quack's Factory. It is a teal velour style jacket. So pretty. Does it go with my eyes? What'd I put that up for? There it is. $12.99. $12.99. Remember, only got $20 tied up into this tote. $12.99 for one item. All right. This is a brand I knew nothing about, and I don't think she did either. She just grabbed it because of the style of it. It's a pretty cool style. It's called Twisted Heart. Twisted Heart is the brand. They make a bunch of different, what's the word? Like someone with skulls and with angel wings and stuff like that on it. You know, that whole style and look. But this was put up for $25. $25 for that. So next time I see that brand, and there was some of that under that brand name that were pretty high priced. I didn't look to see if they were selling at that high price, but there were some that were listed for some high money. So I'll keep an eye out for that brand. And she grabbed this probably for the same reasons I would have grabbed it, because it says handmade in Hungary. You know, no other tag, no tags on it or anything. Just a little homemade looking vest piece. What's this worth? I don't know. What somebody's willing to pay for it. Put it up for $25. I use best offer on everything because you know what? You got so little tied up into this. Somebody came in and said, I'll give you $10 for this. Sold, gone. Why hang on to it when you can turn 40 cents into $10 like that? Why hang on to it? Why hold out for $25? Especially on something like that. I mean, if it's something that you see consistently selling for a certain price, you know, sure, hang on to it a little bit longer, counter with a higher price, something like that. Somebody offers me $10, it's gone. It's out the door. Never heard of that brand. Just K. I guess it's just some generic thing. But vintage rock and roll festival shirt, anything music related, I will grab. And most of you probably know concert t-shirts, snag them up. The only ones that don't sell are maybe some middle teen, 2016-ish, 15-ish country bands, but I still grab them anyway. Because you know, one that's really weird is a Taylor Swift. There's a certain Taylor Swift out there. I think it just says red on it. I can pick that up at one point in time and it'll sit in my store for 6 months and I'll be lucky to get $3 out of it. Another time I will find that same shirt, the same size, I will list it for $12 and it'll sell. So they're always all over, but I grab them off. Music related, I grab, boom. So who doesn't love music? If you don't, are you really human? You sure you don't have something wrong with you if you don't like some form of music? All right, on to the next. All right. Living in St. Louis area, I grab everything Cardinals related and I sell constantly Cardinals stuff. So of course, she's gonna grab that. Of course, she's gonna grab anything Tommy Hilfiger just because of that brand, Hilfiger. So this is it's a youth's quarter zip little thing there. Oh, and prices for these two, I put them up for my t-shirt price. I starting at, for normal, just average t-shirts is $12.99. Then I throw a 5% sale on them, and then do the promotion stuff too. And then I do like a markdown series of markdown events over the next 12 months to 16 months. So we got this, just a little plain green youth Tommy, $12.99. It's a youth size, so nothing special, just a solid color. Another thing that I grab, and that's why she probably grabbed it, like as I said before, businesses. This is a local dealership all over St. Louis. Do you like that? They've got pretty much every make and model of car dealerships all over this place. It's like the biggest one around. This is actually a Ford shirt. So these something that somebody will end up buying who works there or whatever, needs a new shirt. Brand new. I don't think I put new in the title. I need to go back and change that, because I don't recall doing that. Put it up for 20 bucks. Like I said, anything business like that, $20 to $25, and I usually get it because they're trying to, get work clothes. So this is a brand I knew nothing about, Geoffrey Beene, a dress shirt. I always, when I do see the way they're sized right there, I usually tend to look them up if I'm in like a normal thrift store. What did I put this up for? $12.99. Nothing big, but you only got 40 cents wrapped up in it. Another one of those business shirts, the business logo. But the beauty about this one, even though I was like, who's that? That probably won't sell. If it does, it's going to be extremely, extremely, extremely limited. But then I picked up saw this one that she picked up right after, the same title there, but you have Ford Racing involved. So I put these two together in a lot for $20. This is like a throw-in. Basically, you buy this, you're gonna just get this. They're the same size. So anything automotive related, I grab. Whether it's a Camaro t-shirt, a Vet t-shirt, Vet stuff always sells good. There's always collectors out there. There's diehards for Mustangs and Corvettes and Camaros and BMWs, and you probably know that though. Just don't forget it. Here is that brand I would not have thought of, would not have bought, would have passed right up. And we got a nice little dragonfly skirt here. There are a lot of these up there. My camera always looks weird when this is the last iPhone 10, I think. But with blues, always throws like the color off. I don't know if you can see that going on. But anyway, what I got this up for? $12.99. Just my little introduction price. I couldn't remember what this is called. If you know what this is called, put it down below. I searched and put in like turtleneck, accessory turtleneck. I put in the name because it's a vintage piece, and I can't remember what they're called. And nobody in the house can remember what they're called either. They go underneath the shirt or whatever you're wearing. I can't remember, so please somebody tell me. But this was new with tags, but it's a vintage, so old stock. New old stock. So I think I just threw it in there for like $12.99 because I couldn't really find anything on them. Couldn't figure it out. That one stumped me. All right, she picked these up and I was like, huh, I've never heard of seen them before. Trip NYC pants, right? I'm like, huh, I don't know. They feel very cheap. I don't, they're thin. I don't want to say cheap, they're thin. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. I don't really know. And then I noticed these little details, little skulls. I'm like, how kick-ass is that? So then I'm looking this up. This brand makes a lot of Gothic style clothes. A lot of ICP fans, Insane Clown Posse, if you don't know who they are. Chicken hunting. Wear these, but most of them is black and darker colors. So this pair was not up there. I put these up for $50 because a lot of their clothes sell for decent money. A lot of them have, your chains and your hooks and your, a lot of decoration on them. This is kind of a simple, plain style, comfortable looking jean, but it has the little subtle skulls on it. So that was cool. So I put that up for $50, $50. That's the stuff you can find at the Goodwill outlet, the bins. Pair of Ralph Lauren. It's almost like a soft corduroy, if you will. Women's pants. And these went up for $20. So the exact cost of what was spent on the whole tote on one pair of pants. That's why. That's how you go and make your money. That's how you start your business. That's how you do it. A pair of Michael Kors jeans with a little studded pockets. What did I put these up for? $13.99. So those aren't going for much. I didn't find that exact design, but the other ones were going for 10 to 15, so I just put it in the middle ish. Jordache vintage brand. I didn't look to really see if these are newer or not. I don't even know if they're still making Jordache. I don't know. Never really paid attention, but they're just girls' clothes, girls' pants. Nothing major there. $12.99 I put them up for. You can check all this stuff, as I said, urban-picker.com, under the category titled Utopia. I'll put all the links below too, or above, or wherever you're watching this. And then last but not least, we have another pair of Jordache. A little, wonder if I could fit into these. Yeah, maybe I can. It's probably about all I can do right there. I think I put these up for like $12 too. Yeah, $12.99. So there you are. See, she doesn't do this for a living. She's just going off what she thinks she knows, or what she knows, and what she has seen, what she has picked up from watching me. So you can watch videos of people doing the same thing. Get to your outlet. Find one. Even if it's a few hours away, it's worth the drive. I used to drive to the Indiana ones 5 hours away and spend a weekend there. I would spend Saturday hitting them, stay overnight, hotel, hit them again Sunday, and I still made money. So they're worth going to. So if you're wanting to start a business, you're wanting to learn, there are tons and tons of free content out there. Just watch constantly. When I started, nobody was doing these videos. Like I said, I've been doing this 18 years. When I started, what I did to find knowledge is I went to eBay sold. I would type in various things that would bring up a bunch of different random things. I would hit sold and I would go through. And then I would look for things that I may have seen, or, that I know I may be able to get. And I would just fill my head knowledge. I would do this 2 and 3 hours every night, just filling my head with all this knowledge. Now it's so much easier with videos like this and everybody across the board is putting free content out there that's showing what they're picking up. There's so many, a lot easier ways than sitting in front of your computer for 3 hours scrolling through eBay sold. So there you go. I told her she can't go back until she makes her money back. So hopefully we'll get our 20 back on this quick so we can get back over there. And if you like this series, click like, share, all that good stuff, and check out my other video series, The eBay Way. And you can view that first video, episode 1, to find out what that whole series is about and see if you like that series too. And I'll try to create little different series here and there. So we got 2 series going on right now, this one and The eBay Way. So check them out, like them, share them. Find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. On Instagram, I try to share stuff that has sold out of my store and for the price it's sold. So my Instagram, I've turned into a big learning experience. You can just page through and see what something's sold at. I also periodically throw up items of what I listed. So you might see, you know, something that I listed, but you'll know the difference because there won't be a price on that. On the stuff that's sold, I'll hashtag it sold, and you'll see a price, and that is the price it's sold for. So it can be a huge learning tool for you also. And I'm trying to build up the YouTube now. The Twitter, I don't get on there, but everything I share on Instagram and Facebook goes to the Twitter. So if you prefer Twitter, you can check me out there too. And then I'm on Facebook all day, every day. I've got the pages, the groups, my personal page. Hit me up wherever. If I got a moment, you got questions, I'll try to answer them as long as I'm not bogged down. So thank you for watching, and I'm here to throw out free content and not take advantage of anybody. So here's the second video series. Thank you. Catch you later. See you next time. See you in about a week or so. Maybe 2 later.